Hello, my name is Eric Beinhardt. Today we will be talking about the business value of information technology. Specifically, I want to walk through our assignment on correlations. I'd like to ask you which one came first, the chicken or the egg? This may sound like a silly question, but after a week of learning about IT's place in healthcare, it should be apparent that measuring the benefits, cost, and value of IT is quite difficult. It often leads us to ask for the sequence of events, or which event caused a response. Let's look at the assignment and see what I'm talking about. On October 16th, 2007, we were provided with the following data by the Department of Veterans Affairs. The data spans inclusively from the years 1998 to 2004. It includes the budget of the Office of Information, the number of records in Vista, and the VHA cost per patient index. We are asked to calculate the correlations between the index on cost of care per patient, the number of records in the Vista system, and the budget of the Office of Information. You might be wondering, what does this mean? Well, it means a few things. First, we want the correlation between the cost of care per patient index and the number of electronic health records in the Vista system. Then we want the correlation between the cost of care per patient index and the budget of the Office of Information. Finally, we want the correlation between the budget of the Office of Information and the number of electronic health records in the Vista system. To find these correlations, let's use Microsoft Excel. Here we have our data with an area for our correlations. Let's find the correlation between the budget and the number of EHRs. We will use the correlation equation and have the appropriate columns selected. We'll go ahead and repeat the process for the next two correlations. And we have the first part of our assignment complete. Now we want to provide a scatter diagram showing the relationship between IT investment, budget, and cost of care, cost index. Thinking back to our correlations, there certainly was a relationship between cost index and budget. It is roughly 0.89. To chart this, we want to select the budget of the office column and the VHA cost per patient index column. Under the Insert tab, we'll select Scatter Plot. Let's clean this up. We'll right-click the x-axis and select Format Axis. Let's make sure our units are appropriate for our data and our display units are in millions. Don't want to forget our trend line. And let's change our title to IT Investment versus Cost of Care. And just like that, the second part of our assignment is complete. Now we want to conclude which came first, the IT investment or the change in cost of care. We will consider two possible models. Our first model begins with an IT budget increase. As a result, more EHRs are implemented, and the productivity is increased, causing a change in the cost of care. Our second model begins with a change in the cost of care. As a result, the IT budget is increased, and this money is used to buy more EHRs. To find our answer, we will, of course, use more correlations. We conclude that the change in cost of care came first, because as Dr. Lemmy states, the closer a correlation is to zero, the better the assumptions of said model have been met. A change in cost per patient could have led to an increase in the budget for the Office of Information. This could mean more computers were bought, more IT personnel was hired, or more facilities were designated for the office. As a result of all of this, more EHRs were implemented. As for the chicken and the egg, we may never know. But as for our assignment, we are able to find correlations, display them graphically, and figure out the sequence of events. I'm Eric Beinhardt, and I thank you for watching.